Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I only spent $400 total on our bedroom furniture. I'm going to show you how I painted some secondhand furniture and how I made a DIY bench, but without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so this is the bench I'm going to redo. It's super basic. It used to be black and it was given to me. Well, I just painted it white and now it's kind of chipping. So I've been going back and forth. Should I put barnwood on top of it? Should I sand it down, try to make it look rustic? So what I think I'm going to do is paint the legs and underneath black, and then I have these old rugs that I'm not using. They've just been underneath our bed. I think I want to staple gun them to the top to make it look like a cushion. I might even put some stuffing in there to make it soft. And I've been looking at boho farmhouse style benches and they're at least 100 or more. So this will cost me nothing because this was free, and then I've already had those rugs that I remember I got 50% off of from Hobby Lobby, I believe. They've just been under my bed, so it will pretty much be a free project. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to paint this bench this Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. I just got this from Walmart, so I think that will look really nice, and it'll tie in with the legs on our bed as well. I went ahead and gave the legs 2 coats of some matte black paint. Alright, so here you can see the legs are all painted black. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get started on the top. I'm going to grab the 2 rugs and kind of show you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I got both of these rugs from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be cutting off this black part, so I'm going to go ahead and get to cutting the rugs. For this cushion on the bench, I went ahead and tore this old pillow apart and I took all of the cushion out. I then spread it out on the bench the way I wanted and just used a staple gun to attach it to the bench. Then I also used the same staple gun to attach each rug to the bench as well, right over the cushion. Okay, so as you can see, this middle part here looks kind of funny. I don't know if I'll be able to do this or not, but I think it'd be cool if I could somehow sew these little side pieces down the middle to kind of hide that seam. Here I went ahead and sewed the 2 rugs together, and then I took the little tassels that came on the rugs and went through and tied them to hide the seam. Alright guys, so this is how my bench turned out. It definitely has that boho feel and it matches the color scheme in my room perfectly. But yeah, I think this will be so nice, and this literally cost me nothing since I already had the items for everything. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, if you would keep this bench or if you would just go ahead and buy another one. Now I'm actually happy that I put to use those rugs that I got from Hobby Lobby. Next, I found these 2 French style nightstands off of Facebook Marketplace. They are obviously not the same, but they still match and look cute together. So I really needed to replace our really old cheap nightstands that were basically made out of plywood, and they were falling through, as you can see here. I started by removing the hardware on the nightstands, and then I took my chalk paint here by Rust-Oleum and gave the nightstands a couple of coats. Then I used a matte black paint to go over the brass color handles. You guys, I love how these nightstands turned out, and from this view they still look good together. So they don't match perfectly, but I kind of like that about them. It gives it more character, and from here you can tell that they still match, they still look nice. The nightstands I used to have were so junky, as you could see from the clips, terrible quality, and at the time I just didn't have the money for nice nightstands, and I still didn't want to spend a lot of money because nightstands can be so expensive, but I was able to get these, both of them together, for only $100. I love the character on the legs. I am starting to become obsessed with painting furniture. This is the same paint that I used for my hutch in our bathroom, and it just looks so beautiful, this chalk paint on furniture. So this is the dresser that we picked up. I wanted to quickly pause here and say that I found this dresser from a different seller on Facebook Marketplace. So not the same seller that I bought the nightstands from. There actually used to be different knobs right there that looked kind of weird, but I think the handle broke, so the previous owners just put those there. I'm gonna try to find the right handle to replace it. So it's this weird yellowy green color, but it's the exact same style as the nightstands, and it has those claw looking feet, those designed feet. So I think this will be so pretty in our bedroom. I'm gonna show you where we're putting it. Okay, so over here we have a really cheap dresser from Amazon. This dresser looks nice, I think. It looks like this. It looks pretty sleek, but even the reviews on Amazon said how terrible and like cheap it is. But at the time I wanted something that looked nice, that wasn't expensive, so that's what I bought. So I'm gonna replace this. I have some of my starts here that we're gonna plant this weekend, so that'll be out of here, which is nice. I'm just going to tape it off and paint it black. I think that will look really nice above the dresser. Okay, so I put a couple coats of black paint on the mirror, so as that dries, I'm stacking these and painting them. My kids are currently playing outside, so I'm trying to do this really quick with the drawers while they're out there playing so they don't try to get into it and everything. I also put a couple coats of that same black on the handles. I really like how that matte black looks. So this day during nap time I got busy and painted all of the dresser. I didn't want to leave the dresser in our living room here, and I knew if I tried to do this while the kids were awake they would be touching all over it. So I took advantage of nap time this day and I got it all done. Alright guys, so this is how everything turned out. I actually just got some new pillow covers from Amazon here on my bed. I love this macrame cover of those two behind the lumbar one, but yeah, I got all of them, even the big ones in the back, from Amazon. Now if you go over here, you can see our dresser. I went ahead and ordered the exact same handle. I found it online, and it was like a provincial French handle, but it's the exact same one, and it's the same length, everything, and it came in the brass color that these were. So I'm just going to get that in the mail and paint it black and then attach it to the bottom there. I really like these handles. They go really well with the ones on the side tables, especially this one over here. It's a subtle difference since the furniture we had before was white, but this is actually good quality furniture. We also got new curtains and curtain rods for our windows in here, and I got those, of course, off of Amazon. I love those. I'll link those down below if you're interested. Now, I still want to decorate our dresser over here. I just need to figure out what I want, but I do want some greenery, maybe a pretty vase. We also have some ideas for the other side of our bedroom that I'm going to be filming. But yeah, it just makes me so happy. It only cost me $200 to refurnish this side of the bedroom. And typically just one nightstand would cost $200. So that's insane. I'm just always looking to stretch my money as much as possible and to still create a space that I love and that I think is so cozy.